What's going on, everybody in the building, man? It's your boy Tony D2 Wild checking in once again with the FNX 45 Tactical. Now, the Tactical, of course, there is a FNX 45 and then there's a Tactical version. From the most part, from what I know, the Tactical version is the version with the threaded barrel on the end. Both feature the 45 caliber bullet, God's bullet, the Lord's bullet at the end of the day. And I'm not gonna lie, before even getting this gun, I only really liked to shoot 45 out of 1911s. But then I had a little bit of an epiphany and was like, you know what, man, I've been dealing with a lot of 9mm at the end of the day. I wanna get that 45, but either in something hammer fired or striker fired. You know, I thought about the Mark 23, not gonna lie. And still down the road, I would like to add that to the collection. But I thought that the Mark 23 would be something that I would like more so as a relic than something that I would put by the bedside. And then I looked into FN and what they had with the FNX, and then I believe with the FN 545, one being striker fired and one being hammer fired. Went back and forth, trying to decide. Looked at a lot of reviews, from videos and from people just reading on Reddit. And then I ended up deciding to go with the hammer fired. The trigger, people said, was better. Just the overall ergonomics, the overall feel, even though the guns are very similar at the end of the day. And this is, I believe, the more older model, whereas the 545 is the more new model. I'm happy with the decision that I ended up getting at the end of the day. I did shoot that 545 and I do like it a lot, but I prefer this one over it at the end of the day. Ended up getting this one, FDE, of course. And one thing that someone stated in recent videos, that no, when you buy these now, they come with 5 magazines, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and it also comes with some additional plates for your optics at the end of the day. So buying this gun, it comes with the total package at the end of the day. I don't know why this popped out, but it was a very nice total package to just have. Also, it came with a back strap, which I don't know where it is, but yeah, hopefully I didn't lose it. But I left the back strap as is, and I love it. Shot this bad boy extremely accurate. Little to no recoil for such a big boy round. This thing handles recoil like nothing. I feel like out of almost all the 9mm I have, that this shoots softer than all of those. It just is what it is. It's a very big boy gun, but at the same time, it handles that round very, very, very well. And of course, you have the threaded barrel 45, which I didn't learn till a couple months ago, that 45 is naturally already a subsonic round. Makes sense though for how big it is, and just it's a huge round going down. I can now understand though why something like that would be already naturally suppressed. But what does that mean? That all the ammo you shoot is subsonic, so you don't have to buy subsonic for something that you want to shoot and have little to no sound when running it with a suppressor. We're running it with the Octane 45. It's a very big long can, that's what she said, and it shoots phenomenal. Now, one thing I will say, and one thing I did learn, like, I do love shooting guns suppressed. I love it, of course, out of the AR platform or anything close to that, and I really do love it with pistols. But I will say though, from what I'm learning so far, and maybe y'all can let me know more about it in the comments, but running guns suppressed pistol-wise, it sucks when you have an optic, because this thing, shooting a couple of rounds through it, the gas just instantly, all that smoke just fogs up my optics and makes it almost unusable. I have to clean it and wipe it. I recently ran a gun that had no red dot on there and just straight irons with a suppressor, and I saw that that worked very, very well. Let me know you guys' thoughts on that one down below in the comment section. That if you want to run a pistol suppressor, do you run it with a red dot? Do you do anything to help mitigate that constant, you know, carbon hitting there, all that gas hitting and covering it up? I feel like though, if it's something that you want to run full-time suppressed, then you might want to run it with the irons. And if you want to run it with the red dot, you can run it suppressed, but don't just fully dive into it, because you're going to run into that issue. But it does have suppressor height sights, and it does see well over the actual suppressor, so it works very, very well there. With the suppressor, shoots phenomenal, no hiccups whatsoever, does everything that it's supposed to do. There's nothing to really hate on this bad boy. It is a decocker, so you can decock it, and it is a safety as well. So you have a safety and a decocker. As you guys see, the safety is on there, so you cannot actuate that, and it is double action, single action at the end of the day. Great finish, great color, that FDE. I really, really like it. This gun was also a part of the U.S. Joint Combat Pistol Program to replace the M9, and I think it was also the older one, not the one more recent that we've seen with the M17, M18 by SIG, but I think back in the early 2000s, it was a part of that program. And, you know, when it comes to the 45 handguns, you know, I would say that this is up there. You got, of course, the 545, which is more new, but then you got the Mark 23s, and then the USP 45 from HK. There's probably some other ones like Glock. I know they make some 45s as well, but I really, 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 really like this one overall. Had some fun shooting my first shots with it, and shooting even more with it recently. You know, took it out and had a lot of fun with it. Running it with the Surefire. Do got a little bit of wiggle. I think it's because this one is not the Picatinny one. I have a Picatinny one that fits perfectly on here. And I haven't reviewed this gun. I need to review this, but this is a more Picatinny running, and there is little to no wiggle. So very, very nice and lovely. Whew. Two beautiful FDE guns, can't even lie. But with that also being said, let's just talk a little bit about the specs. I got my spec sheet here, you know, because I don't know every single thing about the internals, but I have it here. Stainless steel construction, external extractor with loaded chamber indicator, front and rear cocking serrations, slide cut and threaded for optimal electronic red dot. Raised night sights for suppressor use, of course. Cold hammer forged stainless steel barrel, polished chamber and feed ramp, threaded .57 by 28, which I found out later on about it. And I didn't know that, but it makes sense. I understand. The 45 is going to be a bigger, you know, overall bullet size than a 9, like a 30 cal. So got that situated. Polymer construction with a replaceable steel frame slide rails, 4 interchangeable back straps with a lanyard eyelet. So you got that on the back. Mill STD 1913. You got the serrated trigger guard, matte black. Well, this is not matte black. This is the FDE finish. And then you got the magazine, which is polished, low friction follower, and polymer based. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. These mags, this like coating or whatever, like this is like sexy, bro. I don't know where my back strap. Maybe they're in here. Like, bro, where's my back straps at, bro? I ain't gonna lie. Like, okay, here's my back strap. It said it came with 5 though. Did it come with 5? I didn't know this. Hold on. Damn, see, I'm still finding goodies at the end of the day. Did it say 5 or 4? 4, okay. So I'm trying to think then. I didn't use this one because I don't care about the line one. I like the serrated one. I think maybe, I can't remember, bro, if I did switch these out or not. This is a more slim one, so I don't know which one I used, but this seems like the bigger one. I don't know which one it came with, but out of the serrated ones, I went with the slimmer one. So maybe I did switch it out, maybe I didn't. It's kind of crazy how to switch them out. You got to use like a toothpick. There's a way you pop it and it pops out, but yeah, teach its own. Lovely, lovely, lovely firearm, which I can recommend at the end of the day. If you're looking for that nightstander, you know, that guy on the nightstand in that 45, maybe 9mm is enough for you at the end of the day too. 9mm is enough in a way, but I mean, if you can get 45, then why not? You know, this is a beautiful gun and a very, very fun gun, shooting it suppressed. I will say I came in buying it for the threaded barrel to shoot it suppressed, only to find out that maybe I might not want to shoot it suppressed all the time because of the optic. Now, if I take it off, then cool, we run it suppressed. So I want to hear you guys' thoughts and opinions on that at the end of the day. I mean, even right now, it's still some fog on here. We did utilize and run a Swamp Fox Kraken. We will do a review thoughts on this one overall, how it does, but it's a very nice picture and it runs really, really well with this bad boy right here. I will say though, it did get loose a little bit, which I just noticed it is a little off. But I did end up putting some Loctite to fix that, so we're not gonna see that probably happen at all now. But we will do a follow-up on this video. There is some mods out there I've seen with this, turning it into, is it 45 rolling? Like a big old barrel round with the damn extension on the barrel and muzzle device. You can make this thing turn into a monster, basically. I thought about playing around with that down the road too. There's something you could do with the barrel and all that. So any questions, anything you want to see more out of this, let me know. But I don't think I really did like a first shots video. So that's kind of this, alongside with a little bit of a review. I do want to put more rounds through it, so we will follow up with this one down the road. But let me know you guys' thoughts and opinions on the FNX 45, and this is the tactical version, the Nightstander. She's a beauty, bro. She is a beauty. I love y'all. I'm out. Peace.